Hey y'all. So 2020. What can we say about 2020? To say it's been a rough year is an understatement. So I figured I would do a really bright, colorful eye makeup look to end the year on a bright note. Instead of story time today, we're just gonna recap my year. Cause I'm sure like all of yours, it's been a doozy. But before we get into all of that, you know what I'm gonna ask. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your pets about me so I can quit my daytime job and do what? Be snatched full-time. As you can already tell, I put on my foundation and my contour, and we're gonna get right into the eye look. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime these lids with my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. So this year started off on a pretty normal note. You know, nothing out of the ordinary, just a regular January. So then February hit, and I had to make a little bit of an emergency visit to Florida because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and had undergone a double mastectomy and was going through chemotherapy. And so I took the opportunity to go visit my mom. Now, thankfully, she is in remission. She is doing great. But little did I know that was gonna be the last time I was gonna be able to travel anywhere for a long time. Now, before I continue with my recap, I did wanna show you guys the palette that I'm gonna be using for today's look. It is called Caliente palette by Artist Couture. It is one that I've actually been eyeing, but I ended up getting in my BoxyCharm. Shout out to BoxyCharm. Look at this palette. I just want you guys to see the colors because they are hot. They caliente. So we're gonna use this Caliente palette because I thought it would be really nice way to end the year with some nice, bright, hot colors. Anyways, when I got back from Florida, I jumped right into a brand new job. And that was around end of February. And it was a cute office too, y'all. We had snacks everywhere. It was a true San Francisco startup. So I was living my life, doing my job, and then March hits, and y'all know what happens next. COVID. Bitch ass COVID. What happened next is we all started working from home. I think I'd been there for maybe 2 weeks before we all started working from home. Now, I'm not gonna get into details of how we survived the first few months of the pandemic, but let's just say that there was a lot of Animal Crossing being played, a lot of cooking, a lot of eating, a lot of exercising. Did I say a lot of eating? And there was a lot of me and my husband going to every supermarket we could to try to see if we could find some flour and some yeast to make some damn bread. Now let's fast forward to June, and Alexander Tries was born, which was honestly the best thing to come out of this entire pandemic. I finally had time to actually play with makeup, and I felt so inspired to share it with the world. So here we are. You know, I think a lot about like, would I have done this if the pandemic wouldn't have hit? And to be honest, probably not. I'm not grateful for the pandemic, but I'm grateful for the things that it has done for me personally. And yes, I struggled, but I was at least able to keep my job. Thankfully, I have my husband with me, so I'm not alone. Fast forward to September, I came out as non-binary. It was one of the highlights of my life. I finally feel like I can be genuine and myself, but I've also brought in my knowledge of what it means to live as a non-binary person in this world. It has been eye-opening, y'all, in both good and bad ways. Good because I see that there is such a big world out there. Bad because I see that there is such a scared world out there. There are people who just don't understand me or trans people or gay people. It is still a scary world out there for us. And it's really made me want to fight harder for people like us. It really motivates me to wear more makeup, more crop tops, more skirts out in public. Y'all don't get me started. Anyway, fast forward to October, we made the decision to move to Southern California during a pandemic. So here we are in Southern California. It was the best decision we made this year. And that's pretty much my year in a recap. It's been eventful, suspenseful, trying, exciting. It's been real. It's been really real 2020. Like, you too real. I think the most challenging thing for me this year has had to be that I can't just go out and have a drink with my friends. But we just gotta do the right thing so that we can eradicate this damn virus and live in an updated brand new world. What do you guys miss doing the most? Anyways, so as you guys can see, I am finishing up my eye makeup here. I've used almost every color in the palette. I just want to give you guys a quick little review. The colors are obviously, as you can see, they're very pigmented, they're very bright, and they go on very nicely. There's barely any fallout. The only color that hasn't really wowed me as much as the other ones is this yellow color, which is actually called Cultura. It is a little bit chalkier than the other colors, but still for a yellow, it is bright, and I don't even have a white base under it, so not bad. Not bad at all, y'all. My favorite part of this year has to honestly be the amount of time that I got to actually spend with my husband and the fact that we get along. It's been really nice just spending real time with him and going on these like crazy adventures together, because when are we gonna get that opportunity again? All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on off camera and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back with my lashes and we are ready to move on to blush. As usual, I am using my Bobbi Brown Cosmetics blush in the shade Flame. All right, now that we've got our blush on, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to lips. And for lips, I'm gonna be using the Luna Magic Liquid Lipstick in the shade Costosa. Okay, and now that we have our lipstick on, we are gonna move on to my favorite part, highlighter. And for this look, we're gonna go ahead and use the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Prismatic Amethyst. And then using that same highlighter, I'm gonna add some volume to my lips. And yes, I did put on the most extra lashes I could find in my repertoire of lashes. Why? Because 2020. And last step is to go ahead and set this look with some setting spray. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get into something a little bit more new year, and I'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching me put this look together. I really am so glad that I was able to start this channel this year and have so much support from so many of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and have a very, very happy new year. Mwah. And don't forget, we're all just trying. So be nice. Rolling. Action.